In this video, we're going to discuss how to automate your social media outreach and do it in a way that's effective, do it in the right way so that we're not spamming people or just annoying people, pissing them off. My name is Danny Flood, and I am the founder of Productive Panda, a growth hacking and social marketing service. Leveraging social media is one of the most effective ways to promote your message and your business, get it in front of the people that you want to reach at virtually zero marginal cost. But the problem is that many people struggle to get this right. They think that the purpose of marketing on social media is to sell, so they immediately look into Facebook ads and they think that's it. You know, we have a product and we need to promote it to people, we need to present the product in front of people. But a lot of people hit a wall and they never really get past it because they simply get locked in this one-track mindset where they think, I have to sell, I have to sell, I have to sell. And so we're going to talk a little bit about what that wall is and how we get past it, how we do so in a way that's effective and builds the relationships, builds the prospects that we need to make our business really profitable. Now, if you watch a lot of these videos, you might notice that I love the word leverage, and I also love the word hack. So in this video, I'm going to teach you some powerful techniques to hack social media to get maximum leverage from your marketing efforts. Are you ready? Now, I did this a little over a week ago at this very guest house where I'm staying in Thailand. I offered to help them out with their social media. We crafted an effective message to send out to targeted users who are also prime prospects. And within a few days of doing this, they started having customers showing up at their doorstep saying that they found the business through Instagram. And this was with a very old account that was over a year old with only 3 photos and I think only a dozen followers. So the point is that any business can leverage this strategy to literally get customers on their doorstep. But before we jump into it, I should probably preface this with a couple of disclaimers. The entire purpose of everything that I share in these growth hacking and marketing videos is to increase revenue. And this can be done several ways. This can be through sales, it can be through affiliate signups, it can be through increasing subscribers for a newsletter that advertisers want access to. Every business model is different, but the end objective is to increase revenue. With that said, the purpose of this outreach is never to sell. We should never hard sell, offer coupons, discounts. We've run numerous tests on this and it simply doesn't work. We never get any good response and all of our marketing is for naught. The reason for this is because we're no longer in the Web 1.0 world where we can simply broadcast our message out to people and think that it's going to be effective for people to actually get them to do what we want. It doesn't work, but this is what 90% of people do. We're actually in the Web 2.0 world where everyone is their own broadcaster. The individual is at the heart of it all. They're sending out snaps on Snapchat, they're posting Instagram photos, videos, Facebook live streams, things like this. So if we really want to take advantage of what's going on here, we need to find a way to get inside of these circles, how to leverage these networks and these contacts. And the way that we do that is by doing the things that friends do. You know, we become friends with these people and offer the same things that these friends do. So that might be guidance, support, praise, light banter, communication, these kinds of things. So the secret really is that word personal and interpersonal network. Regardless of whether we have something to sell or a business or a brand, we're just communicating them as a friend. And when I send out these messages, I try to make sure that they're overwhelmingly positive, that they create what's called positive anchors in NLP, that people, the kind of message that people like to see, you know. So say things like, really love your work, wish you nothing but the best, good luck with your goals, let me know if I can support you in any way. Something that's designed to make the other person feel good. And then the next thing you do is you drop in a sliver of information that establishes some common ground. Perhaps this is over shared passions, shared objectives. So you just kind of say, like, this is what I do that I'm passionate about, and it's similar to, hinting at that it's similar to what they're doing, and this is how you're able to connect, you're able to establish rapport. So in the case of this guest house, to give you an example, we simply say, we love your photos of Thailand. If you ever visit Chiang Mai, come stop by and see us, and you can enjoy a free coffee on us. So there's no hard sell here. We're simply saying that, we love what you're doing, your travels look amazing, and we're just inviting them to enjoy a cup of coffee. That's the kind of thing that friends do, if we want to connect with someone. So this is really important. This is a top of funnel activity. We're not offering them, get 10% off on our room, at Gallery 24 Guest House. You're not connecting with me. You're failing you're hitting my BS radar and I'm just going to ignore you. So that's not what we're doing here. And this is one of the first and most important things to realize. You absolutely should create a great offer for people who are interested, but you should always present it in a way that's indirect. So it could perhaps be on your Instagram bio, you can include a link there. And then make sure that it's really optimized for conversion so that it has your URL in there and a very nice pretty link. Those tend to increase click-through rates. And also making the links specific. Don't send them to a home page, send them to a landing page which will convert higher. We've actually done plenty of tests on this, but this is a topic for another video. And this is one of the first and most important things to realize is that when we extend these offers, we should do so in a way that's indirectly. You should absolutely have a great offer, but you can do it in, say, putting your Instagram bio. And whenever you do outreach through social media, it's always a top of funnel activity, like I said. So imagine that you're speaking in front of a room of 100 people, you're giving a presentation, and maybe 80% of the people aren't interested, so they filter out of the room. 20 people, come to meet you near the stage, and they're really interested, they want to talk to you. So these are your prime prospects. And then what you do is you take that relationship further. So you might invite these 20 people to go somewhere after the event, perhaps to a dinner party, or perhaps to join for food or something like this. And this is exactly the same way that it works on social media, is that when you take people to these different venues, they feel like they can get to know you better, like they feel like they've known you longer. So in social media, what we do is we try to get them from one channel to another channel. So they might go from Instagram, then they might go to our video channel, then they might go to our website and sign up for an email subscriber list. And what this does is, Keith Ferrazzi in his book, Never Eat Alone, fantastic book, he says that you need to communicate with people through 3 different mediums before they feel like they can get to know you a little bit. So this is developing this empathy, becoming familiar with your prospects. So this can be done through different ways. It can be through an Instagram page, website, Facebook groups, a Slack channel, YouTube channel, things like this, phone, Skype call, email, all these things are really excellent ways to do this. Okay, now we're going to get to the fun part. Are you ready? I'm going to teach you how to automate everything we discussed so that you can truly become the wizard, the grand wizard behind the curtain, so that you can hack this and get maximum leverage for it. Are you ready? Before I do that, I want to make sure I issue another disclaimer. And I want to make sure that you do what I teach you in this video and all the videos 100% ethically and responsibly. That goes without saying, but I'm also very serious about this. A lot of people like to come to me and say, hey Danny, what are you using for automation? What are you doing to send out these awesome automated comments? And I really like to start out by, you should have a grounding in the knowledge that I just discussed in the first section of this video. Because the purpose is not to spam people, it's not to annoy people or just automate things that people don't want to see. And I think that's very, very important. Now, with that disclaimer out of the way, the tool that I like to use for automatic commenting and a whole bunch of other really cool features is called Massplanner. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a very quick rundown as to how this process works. I'm inside of Massplanner. This is the software that I use for commenting, and over here on this tab, it has certain settings here. So I can tell it how often I want to comment, wait between 90 and 180 minutes, and how many comments I want to leave every hour and a half or 2 hours. And there'll be a delay of 30 to 60 seconds between each comment. And then I'll set it to maximum number of comments. And then I have certain parameters on here, like I'll comment on images and videos. And posted within the last 90 days. Make sure, this is very important, limit maximum number of comments per user, 1 comment per user. And then when I'm ready, I'll click start auto comment over here. But first I'll go to my follow sources because I want to set up the kind of comments that I want to write, and I also want to make sure that I'm targeted here. So I'll go to comment on posts by keywords, and then we might use certain hashtags that people are using. So let's say, for example, we want to target people who are traveling in Thailand. So we might do, and I would research these keywords more before I started commenting, making sure they're really on point. But we might use, just as an example, certain hashtags like Thailand trip, amazing Thailand. Let's say they're going to Phuket or Bangkok. We might type in Phuket trip, PKK trip, Bangkok trip, things like this. And I would definitely absolutely make sure that you research each of these hashtags on Instagram first to make sure that they aligned to the kind of, you're getting the kind of images that you want to comment on, so that your comments aren't missing the target. And then what you do is, and you can add different kinds of comments. So, we can add one type of comment for these hashtags. You can do another set of hashtags and leave another type of comment. It really depends on what your industry is, what kind of niche you're doing. But I'm just going to give you one really quick example in this video. And then what you do, if you use things like a first name in brackets like this, it will use the person's first name and listed in their profile. So this can be really effective. It really personalizes. It really makes it seem like you're writing a custom comment precisely to them. But sometimes it can be misused because people will put like the first name will be their business name or something like this. So it can look a little bit awkward if they don't use their real name. And then what we do next is very simple. I will just start typing in my comment and using some of the principles that we discussed in the video. So I might say something like, love your photos from Thailand. And then I might say something like, hope you have a great time. If you visit Chiang Mai, come stop by. We'd love to make you a coffee, or we'd like to give you a free coffee, something like that. We'd love to meet you and invite you for a coffee, or something like that. So that's just kind of a basic comment to start. And then what I do is I'll start using what's called spin syntaxes, and these are really simple. They might look complicated at first, but in these little what else we could do. Well, you get the idea. So great time, a fantastic vacation, and normally I would add more here, so I might say, hope you have a nice trip, a good trip, an excellent trip, a great time. I would just add as many phrases, variations as I can here. If you come to Chiang Mai, if you visit Chiang Mai, if you find yourself in Chiang Mai. And then over here I might say, we'd love to meet you and share coffee or something like this. I'm going to leave this here because I think you get the idea from what I'm doing here. So my server is running a little bit slow here, so I'm just going to end it here. I'm not going to actually post this, but if I go to check spin syntax, it will give me like a random result. So John, appreciate your images from Thailand. Hope you have a nice trip. If you come to Chiang Mai, come stop by. We'd love to give you a free coffee, or we'd love to make you a coffee. And then it'll show you any errors you have, so I need to fix that. If you come to Chiang Mai, where is that? Yeah, so right here, And then basically all you do is you click add input and your auto commenting is set up. And then of course, I would create extra comments. I would add, more variations to this comment, but be really targeted via the keywords, and it's really worth doing a little bit extra research before you start commenting and sending out tens of thousands of comments like I've been doing. And you can also, you don't want to misuse this too much. I think it's best to do a little bit gradual. 30 comments a day is pretty conservative. But you can also maybe bring this timer down so that it's like 45 to 90 minutes, which is not too often. So that's an average of 1 or 2 comments per hour, and there's 24 hours in the day, so I think that would be absolutely perfect. 1 comment per hour is going to average out to be about 24 or 25 comments a day. And then all you do is you just click auto comment, and once that's done, it will automatically start commenting on people's photos, and then you can go click here results, and you can see how it's happening in real time. So it's a really cool feature, and it only takes about 5 minutes to set up. And yeah, if you just follow the strategies in this video, then you'll have a lot of success. Again, as a reminder, outreach, no matter the medium or whether it's manual or automated, is a top of funnel activity. It's never about pushing your offer onto someone. It's about sharing and connecting. So I want to tell you to play the long game. Don't pressure people to do too much stuff for you, because you'll lose their attention, you'll lose their interest, and possibly piss them off. Nobody wants to do that, and that was the opposite of our intention. Even if we have a great product, and even if we have a great offer that people desperately need. So play the long game. I've had leads who I've nurtured for several months before they finally signed up with me. I've had leads who never signed up with me, but they were still great contacts. We're still able to help each other, share resources, share connections. The person on the other end of this camera shooting this video is someone who I arranged a barter with. And all of this is as a result of nurturing these relationships, playing the long game. And if you do this over time, you'll start to see the dividends, because you give value to people, value comes back to you, and a rising tide lifts all boats. And I really hope that this is the core ethos of your marketing strategy, and you're just not going out and spamming people and not hard selling them. Just remember that, and I promise you'll see the dividends. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. Go check out some more of our videos, subscribe if you like our channel, and if you have an established online business and you need to reach more users, let's talk. Go check us out at productive-panda.com. Tell me a little bit about your business, fill out the contact form, and I'd love to get in touch with you. Thank you so much, and take care.